There are places on our planet that remain hidden, not by walls or borders, but by sheer anonymity. Uganda is one such place, a name whispered perhaps, but a land few can pinpoint on a map. And yet this matters profoundly, because here, at the very heart of Africa, lies a world that time seems to have forgotten. It is a land of vibrant contrasts, where sunlight cuts through storm clouds and paints the earth in astonishing color. The air itself feels different, charged with an ancient energy. It's a place holding its breath, waiting for the world to notice the immense quiet drama that unfolds here every single day. A soft piano note hangs in the air, a single delicate sound against a vast silence. This is a country cradled by the Great Rift Valley, a landscape sculpted by immense geological forces. It is a place of profound geographical significance, the source of the world's longest river. The Nile begins its epic journey here, not as a mighty torrent, but as a gentle overflow from a vast, shimmering lake. The water is clear, reflecting the deep blue of the equatorial sky. This land holds secrets in its soil, in the flow of its waters, and in the rustle of its leaves. To overlook this place is to overlook a fundamental chapter in the story of our planet, a story written in water, stone, and life itself. The silence is broken only by the gentle lapping of water against the shore. Imagine standing on an escarpment as the morning mist clears. Below you, a savanna stretches to the horizon, dotted with acacia trees that stand like sentinels against the rising sun. The grass is a brilliant, impossible green, washed clean by the night's rain. The colors are so vivid they almost vibrate. This is not just a landscape, it is a living canvas. Every shadow, every glint of light, every shifting cloud speaks of a world in constant graceful motion. There's a suspense in this beauty, a feeling that something extraordinary is about to happen. The wind begins to stir, carrying with it the scent of wet earth and wild blossoms. Why does it matter that this place is so little known? Because in our rush to explore the familiar, we risk missing the truly wondrous. Uganda is not a destination, it is an experience. It is a reminder that there are still corners of our world that defy easy explanation, that must be felt rather than simply seen. It is a place that asks for our patience, our quiet observation, and in return, it offers a glimpse into a world of raw, untamed splendor. The quiet piano melody returns, now joined by the low, resonant hum of swelling strings, as if building towards a revelation that is just beyond the horizon. If you've enjoyed this journey so far, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more hidden wonders and inspiring stories from around the world. Your support helps us bring you even more incredible places like Uganda. The savannas of Uganda are a theater of life on a grand scale. Here, the earth is a deep, rich ochre, and the sky is a canvas of infinite blue. Out of the heat haze, they emerge. A family of elephants moving with a slowness that belies their immense power. Their skin, wrinkled like ancient bark, is dusted with red earth. They move as one, a silent procession through the tall grass. The matriarch leads, her great head held high, her tusks gleaming like polished ivory in the afternoon sun. They are the architects of this landscape, their passage shaping the very ground they walk upon. Each footfall is a soft, muffled drumbeat on the earth. Their movements are deliberate, almost ceremonial. A young calf stays close to its mother's side, its small trunk occasionally reaching out to touch her reassuringly. They pause at a waterhole, the surface a perfect mirror reflecting the sky. The matriarch dips the end of her trunk, testing the water with an ancient wisdom. One by one, they drink. Their slow, rhythmic motions a study in tranquility. The sound is a gentle, contented rumbling, a bass note that seems to emanate from the earth itself. It is a scene of profound peace, a moment of quiet communion in the vast, open wilderness. The strings in our imagined orchestra swell, full of warmth and reverence. Further on, the landscape changes. The open plains give way to dense woodlands, where candelabra trees stretch their spiky arms towards the light. It is here that one might find another of Uganda's residents, the tree-climbing lions of Ishasha. This is unusual behavior, a secret adaptation to this specific place. A large male rests on a thick branch of a fig tree, his golden coat dappled by the shifting leaves. His tail twitches lazily. He is the picture of languid power, surveying his kingdom from an arboreal throne. Below, the world goes on, unaware of the predator watching from above. The suspense returns, a quiet tension in the midday heat. These creatures are not just inhabitants of this land, they are its soul. They carry its history in their genes, its resilience in their daily struggle for survival. To witness them is to connect with something ancient and profound. The slow, deliberate pace of their lives is a lesson in itself. In a world that moves so fast, Uganda's wildlife reminds us of the power of stillness, the beauty of patience, and the enduring magic of the natural world. The wind whispers through the savanna grass, a sound like a soft, continuous sigh, carrying the secrets of this timeless land with it. We ascend now, into the mountains. The air grows cooler, damper, the sunlight struggles to pierce a thick canopy of green. We have entered the Bwindi impenetrable forest. The name itself is a warning and a promise. This is a world of verticality, of giant ferns and tangled vines. The ground is a soft carpet of decaying leaves muffling our footsteps. Water drips constantly from the high branches, a persistent, gentle rhythm. The air is thick with the scent of moss and damp earth. A sense of awe and mystery pervades this place. It feels ancient, sacred. A low, sustained cello note echoes through the forest, full of shadow and wonder. This is the kingdom of the mountain gorilla. To find them, one must walk for hours, following guides who read the forest like a book, a broken branch here, a footprint there. The suspense builds with every step. The rustling of leaves could be anything, a bird, a monkey, or something much, much larger. The forest is alive with sound, a symphony of chirps, calls, and unseen movements. Then, through a clearing in the dense foliage, we see them. A family group, resting in a pocket of sunlight. The silverback, the dominant male, sits quietly, his immense form a study in contained strength. He is magnificent. His fur is a deep, glossy black, with a saddle of silver hair that shines in the dappled light. He watches us with dark, intelligent eyes. There's no aggression, only a calm, profound curiosity. He seems to be looking not just at us, but through us, into a world he cannot comprehend, just as we struggle to comprehend his. A young gorilla tumbles playfully through the leaves, momentarily breaking the serene silence with a soft grunt. The mother watches, her expression one of gentle tolerance. It is an intimate family portrait, a scene of domestic peace in the heart of the wild. To be in their presence is a humbling privilege. It is to feel like an intruder in another world, a world that operates on a different time scale, with different rules. For a short while, we are allowed to witness their lives, to share their space. The experience is transformative. It strips away the noise of our own world and replaces it with a deep, resonant silence. We leave not with photographs, but with a memory etched into our very being. As we depart, the mist closes in behind us, once again shrouding the kingdom and its gentle, powerful rulers in secrecy. The sounds of Uganda are as vital to its character as its landscapes. They form a constant, living soundtrack. Stand on the banks of the Victoria Nile. The water does not just flow, it thunders. At Murchison Falls, the river is forced through a narrow gorge, exploding outwards in a deafening roar of white water. The ground trembles beneath your feet. A fine mist hangs perpetually in the air, catching the sunlight and creating rainbows that dance in the spray. The power is immense, visceral. It is the sound of the planet's lifeblood, a force of nature at its most raw and untamed. The orchestral score here is all crashing cymbals and booming drums. Then, contrast this with the quiet of the wetlands. In the swamps of Mbamba, the only sounds are the gentle lapping of water against a wooden canoe and the rustle of papyrus reeds in the breeze. The air is still and heavy. Here, we search for another of Uganda's treasures, the shoebill. This bizarre, prehistoric-looking bird can stand motionless for hours, its massive, clog-shaped bill pointing downwards. It is a creature of immense patience. The silence is broken only by the distant cry of a fish eagle or the plop of a frog jumping into the water. It is a meditative soundscape, one that encourages stillness and quiet contemplation. As evening falls on the savanna, a new chorus begins. The cicadas start their high-pitched electric hum, a sound that fills the cooling air. The low grunt of a hippo echoes from the river. In the distance, the whooping call of a hyena cuts through the darkness. These are not just noises, they are conversations. They are the sounds of a world waking up as another sleeps. Lying in a tent, listening to this nocturnal symphony, is to feel the pulse of Africa. It is a reminder that the world is always alive, always communicating, even when we cannot see it. The music softens to a gentle, mysterious melody played on a lone woodwind. Even the wind has its own voice here. On the open plains, it is a low, constant whisper that moves through the tall grasses, making them sway like waves on a golden ocean. In the forests, it is a muffled sigh, filtering through countless layers of leaves. It carries scents, the perfume of night-blooming jasmine, the rich smell of rain on dry earth, the musky aroma of a nearby animal. To truly experience Uganda, one must do more than look. One must listen. One must breathe in the air and let the sounds of this ancient land tell their own story. So why should we know where Uganda is? Why should this name, once lost on the map, now be brought into the light? The answer is not in its resources or its politics. It is in the profound, transformative experience it offers. To visit Uganda is to step into a world where nature is still in command. It is to witness scenes of such staggering beauty and power that they recalibrate your sense of wonder. It is a land that does not shout for attention but rewards those who approach it with quiet respect. The music swells to a final, majestic crescendo, a celebration of this hidden world. This is a place of high contrast, of brilliant light and deep shadow. A storm can gather in minutes, turning a sun-drenched savanna into a dramatic canvas of dark clouds and torrential rain. And just as quickly, it can pass, leaving behind a world washed clean, where every color is heightened, every leaf glistens, and the air is electric with life. It is in these moments after the rain that Uganda's magic is most palpable. The vivid greens of the foliage, the deep reds of the earth, the impossible blues of the sky. It is a world saturated with color, a feast for the eyes and the soul. The true surprise of Uganda is its intimacy. Despite the vastness of its landscapes, the encounters here are deeply personal. It is the quiet gaze of a gorilla, the slow, deliberate walk of an elephant, the patient stillness of a shoe-bill. These are not fleeting glimpses from a distance. They are shared moments, connections made across the species divide. They remind us that we are part of a much larger, more complex family of life. This is a land that doesn't just show you its wonders, it allows you to feel them, to become part of its story, if only for a brief time. To know where Uganda is to know that such places still exist. It is to hold a piece of hope for our planet, a belief that wildness and beauty can endure. This nation, nestled at the equator, is more than just a country. It is a sanctuary. It is a living, breathing poem written by time itself. It is the hidden gem of Africa, waiting not to be discovered, but to be understood. And for those who make the journey, the reward is a memory that will shine brightly for a lifetime, as vivid and enduring as the colors of the land after the rain.